Good day, everyone. Today's 10 Interesting Facts is on T'Pol from Star Trek Enterprise. I think her character growth was one of the best things out of the Enterprise show. What did you think of her? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get more of these types of videos in the future. Now, let's get into this. Number 1. T'Pol was born in 2088 on Vulcan to Teles and her husband. T'Pol was betrothed to a Vulcan named Kos, and their marriage was due to be conducted in adulthood. Number 2. Raised in a house near the capital city on Vulcan, young T'Pol had and cared for a Salat. T'Pol was also told about a family secret not recorded by her second foremother Tamir, who had been an officer in the Vulcan High Command regarding a duration in which Tamar had stayed in Carbon Creek, Pennsylvania, after a ship crash-landed nearby in 1957. Tamir had kept her human purse from Earth, and it became a family heirloom. Number 3. During her career, T'Pol operated as an agent with the Ministry of Security. Through this work, she often contacted Klingons within the Klingon Empire, who, years later, would help her locate a Klingon penal colony, Rua Penthe. One of T'Pol's first assignments for the Ministry was to retrieve 7 rogue agents who refused to return to Vulcan. Managing to capture 5 of the 7 she was assigned to locate, T'Pol tracked agents Jocelyn and Menos to Risa in 2135. There she killed Jocelyn, but was unable to capture Minos. T'Pol thereafter underwent the Fulari ceremony at the Sanctuary of P'Jem, which erased her memory of having killed Jocelyn, along with any association motions. Number 4. Later in her life, T'Pol served the Vulcan High Command Science Council aboard the starship Celea. She acted as the ship's deputy science officer, working under Captain Voris and alongside Chief Engineer Commander Solon. T'Pol also worked with the Vulcan military during the Tomed mission, at which Tolok was under her command, as well as for the Ministry of Information on Vulcan. Number 5. In 2149, T'Pol was assigned to Earth, both as an ambassador to the United Earth government and as an aide to Ambassador Saval. She resided in the Vulcan compound in Sausalito, where she formed a strong working relationship with Saval. Like him, she believed that humans were too volatile and provincial to leave their solar system. By that time, she had already been to 36 different Mishera or Class M planets. Number 6. After Earth accidentally made first contact with the Klingon courier Klang in April 2151, T'Pol was reassigned to the Earth Starfleet vessel Enterprise with the rank of sub-commander. She acted as a chaperone in exchange for the Vulcan provision of star charts and the Klingon logistic database, but was not immediately accepted by the crew. She was referred to as a spy by the ship's chief engineer, Commander Charles Tucker III. She did take command of the Enterprise when Archer was incapacitated, and anticipated the captain's wishes, pursuing the investigation despite her personal belief that it was a foolish mission. Upon the captain's recuperation, T'Pol aided Archer both in uncovering a plot by the Cabal to destabilize the Klingon Empire and successfully returning Klang to his people. T'Pol was persuaded by Archer to remain aboard following the conclusion of the mission, at which time she took the position of science officer and the title of first officer of the Enterprise. Her quarters aboard the Enterprise were located on B deck. Number 7. After a group of Vulcan doctors at the Interspecies Medical Exchange learned that T'Pol had contracted a deadly neurological disease called Pinar syndrome, her future aboard Enterprise was at stake. The team of doctors threatened to reveal her status to the High Command and have her recalled, as those who were infected were stigmatized in Vulcan society. To save her, Dr. Eurus, the youngest of the Vulcan doctors, declared himself to be among the minority and revealed to the others that T'Pol wasn't to blame for having contracted the disease. Number 8. Following a Xindi attack on Earth on April 24, 2153, Enterprise was recalled home and underwent a major refit in preparation for a mission into the Delphic Expanse. Because this mission was seen by the Vulcan High Command as being an Earth matter, Ambassador Saval ordered T'Pol to return to Vulcan, to be reassigned to the Ministry of Information. It was expected that, after a brief time at the Ministry, she would be allowed to return to Earth to continue her diplomatic duties. However, T'Pol resisted. As Enterprise set course for Vulcan to deliver T'Pol home and proceed to the Expanse, she abruptly resigned her commission and chose to remain aboard. As a civilian member of the crew, T'Pol retained her position as science officer and second in command, without the rank of sub-commander. By 2154, after the Xindi weapon was destroyed, Admiral Forrest had approved T'Pol's entry into Starfleet, and she was officially assigned the rank of commander. Before the vessel departed, Captain Archer gave T'Pol the gift of an antique compass in honor of her first official day of Starfleet duty. Number 9. During the following January, the terrorist group of Terra Prime revealed the existence of a female infant human-Vulcan hybrid that had been created with the stolen DNA from T'Pol and Commander Tucker. The group's leader, John Paxton, used the child as a banner for furthering xenophobia on Earth, demanding the dissolution of the fledgling coalition of planets and the departure of all non-humans from Earth. T'Pol and Tucker were rescued from Mars by an away team led by Captain Archer, and once Paxton was taken into custody, they returned to Enterprise with their daughter. Aboard the ship, Dr. Phlox discovered a flaw in the process used to create the child, and she died a short time later. Despite this loss, both T'Pol and Tucker were present in San Francisco for the formal founding of the coalition. Number 10. Although there was some tension when the two first met in 2151, T'Pol and Captain Jonathan Archer eventually became lasting friends, with a bond of trust and a friendship between them. Though she may not have always agreed with the captain's style of command, she came to respect his judgment. She was not particularly fond of his pet dog Porthos. T'Pol was with Archer even years later, as he prepared to make a speech at the signing of the Federation Charter. Overcome with emotion, Archer embraced T'Pol backstage before giving his speech. Well, thanks for watching the video. And what did you think about T'Pol? Let me know in the comment section. Take care and have an awesome day.